We're going to talk about this 4K camera, 4K in quotes, from AliExpress. And I'm going to show you what I've recorded, how it looks at night, during the day, and right here the video quality, and so on and so forth. But first of all, we need to start by talking about the camera quality, because even though it says 4K here, in reality it only goes up to 1080 when you transfer all the files to your device, your Windows computer, let's say, or your Mac, or whatever device you transfer it to. Another thing is that right here, this part you see here, this lens, is 140 degrees, which means it's wide angle, so you can usually see a lot of space when you're recording. Now, I'm also going to turn on the same camera here so you can see. There, I turned it on. This camera has this little screen so you can see right here. It's a 2-inch LCD screen, and through it you can see everything you're recording in real time. This works through recording cycles. So, what you do is record, let's say, short clips of 3 minutes or clips of 10 minutes. You have to set this up directly on the camera. Let's say full videos of 30, 40, 50 minutes. It's not possible. The maximum is 10-minute clips. And the screen also has a feature, which is that to save battery, it turns off while you're recording. You've been recording for a while and suddenly it just turns off. It's not that it turns off and stops recording, but rather the camera screen deactivates so you can keep recording longer without the battery draining so quickly. But anyway, all you have to do when the screen turns off is press the top button, hit OK, and it automatically turns back on. And you can see that the recording is still going, so to speak. Then, to record, like I said, we have the camera here. Look, it just turned off. Actually, do you see the screen? So I just press the top button and it turns on automatically. And to record, you just press the top button. And if you notice, the seconds start showing up at the top. So it's recording now. It's recording my hand. So now I can start recording. And like I said, while recording, the screen usually turns off to save battery. Now, it also comes with a case that you can put it in, which is, let's say, waterproof. And this same case also lets you mount it in different places, like on a bike helmet, or on the handlebars of a bike. That way, you can record while you're doing sports or just walking down the street. It also comes with straps so you can wear it on your head or directly on your hand, and that way you can record as well. Also, it takes 3 hours to charge and gives you exactly 90 minutes of battery life. And yes, just like they advertise in there, let's say, listing on AliExpress, because this camera, as I mentioned at the beginning, is from AliExpress. The battery lasts exactly as they say. I have no complaints about that, honestly. It really is just as they say. By the way, there's something pretty important. Remember that there are like 20,000 versions of this type of camera. I mean, some come with a different logo here, others have different text. And that's because they're made by different manufacturers. So I'll leave the link in the video description for this specific camera in case you want to buy this one, since it might vary between different versions and models. You can use SDs, micro SD batteries that go in there. If you can see it, there's the slot. You just press it to take it out, and then it'll just pop out. There, look, now it's out. So you just take it out, remove it, and well, there you go. That's it, you've got it. This is a 64 gig micro SD, even though the listing says it only supports up to 32. But I still put in this 64 and it worked perfectly. In fact, it's much better because a video of about 2 minutes recorded in 4K, that is, with the camera set to 4K, takes up around 200 megabytes. So, well, that's another option you have as well. Remember, you can also remove the battery. The battery is removable. You can take off this cover down here. Wait, do it better. This cover right here. So, you take off this cover and here you'll see a little tab, which is this one right here. So, you can move this little tab over here and like I said, you just move it like this and the battery comes right out. Here's the battery. It goes right here. And you can just put it in. Actually, it's not letting me take it out. I think it's because the camera was on. I just found this out. It seems like it has a magnet. So when it's on, turn it off first and then you can take out the battery, because it wasn't letting me do it. I figured that was it. So I turned it off and then I was able to take the battery out again. But anyway, that's just in case something like what happened to me before happens to you. And the thing is, when I'm using the camera, sometimes it just freezes or gets stuck. So when that happens, all you can do is take out the battery and put it back in, because it does have a button to turn it off properly. But that button also stops working when the camera freezes. So that's something you should keep in mind. And once you've done that, you just put the cover back on and it's working again, so you can turn it on. And well, now I'm going to show you a few short clips that I recorded with this camera so you can see, because in the end, that's what matters most, the clips themselves. So I'm going to show you clips so you can also hear the audio, clips so you can see at night, mainly since that's when I recorded, and while moving, so you can see exactly how it looks and how it sounds.
Thanks for everything, baby. You can see it. Yeah, well, my love, do you want? So, what? Look, they're hanging the clothes over there. So, with the... No, it's just that I see the screen turned off, so I don't know what I'm looking at. You, check it out. You can... No, you can do it. Just tap it quickly to lower it. The battery will drain faster and it won't close anymore. Yeah, that's it. No, I always had to stick my head out. Many things are not theirs. Many things, indeed, have to be stolen not just once, but twice. A rather peculiar and often frustrating reality in certain circumstances. Sure, that's a valid point, but really, right now, at this very moment, what exactly is happening? What's the current situation or problem that demands our immediate attention and focus? There they go. Come back. Come on, go to the right. Sure, go for it. I see you now. The button came out of the camera again.
And as you may have noticed in the clips, it's not like it picks up audio that well, and it's not really 4K. It's closer to 480p in terms of quality. And a tip I can give you is to leave it fixed in one spot and let the movement happen from there. And if you want it to sound good, well, that's not possible because there's no way to connect an external microphone. You'd have to record with something external and just use this to record the video. Even if you use it without, let's say, the case to put it inside and keep water out, you'll still end up with low-quality audio. It's not like you have the best quality for recording. For video, it's good to just leave it still in one spot and then do everything in front of the camera, instead of moving the camera like this. Because when you move the camera a lot, it doesn't look as good. But when you leave it steady in one place and move in front of it, do your actions, it looks much better. But another thing I really have to mention about this camera is how small it is. I mean, if you look, this is my hand, and you can see it's really tiny. So if you don't like recording with things that are too big, like phones or professional cameras, and you want a super cheap camera, which it really is, super cheap, I'll leave the link in the description, then this will work really well for you to move around from place to place, just like that, in a simple way, without people staring at you because you have a huge camera.